Welcome, everyone. We're diving into some pretty incredible stories today
Excited.
about human connection. We'll be looking at acts of kindness from all over the world. It's all pulled from, heartbeat human connections. So get ready for some feel-good vibes.
Yeah, these stories really show how even tiny gestures can make a huge difference.
Okay, so let's just jump right into it. We'll start with a quick overview of 10 acts of kindness, counting down like a top 10 list from 10 to 1.
Love it. Top 10.
And then we'll take a deeper look at the top 5. Ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, so number 10, we're going to Comox, British Columbia, where this crew, they call themselves the Flowerman crew, they actually braved a really heavy snowfall to shovel driveways for seniors in their community.
Wow. What's really striking about that story is that they saw a need and just took action, even though, shoveling snow wasn't their main job, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They really went above and beyond to make sure their older neighbors were safe, especially during that, harsh winter storm.
It's a great example of community spirit. I love that. All right, number 9, we're going to South London. There's this young boy who baked a cake and made a birthday card, all for his 90-year-old neighbor who was kind of isolating because of some health concerns.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, and it wasn't just like a cute thing to do. It was like a lifeline for someone feeling isolated.
Oh, absolutely. It's like a reminder that even when things are tough, human connection can still shine through. Sometimes just a simple act of kindness is like the best gift ever.
That's a good point.
And speaking of gifts, number 8, we're in Ohio. A whole community came together to show their support for firefighters battling a wildfire, and they organized, get this, free meals for the first responders.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, recognizing all the sacrifices they make every day.
It's so true. We need to acknowledge and support the people who risk their lives for us,
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, number 7. This is a cool one. This shows how social media can be used for good. A woman in Alberta bought a concert ticket for a complete stranger in Winnipeg because they couldn't afford it. And get this, their exchange on Twitter caught the attention of the performer herself, Jan Arden.
Wow. That's amazing. It just shows how technology can connect people and, promote kindness, even across, huge distances. Pretty powerful, don't you think?
I do. I think it's a great reminder that we're all part of this big human family.
Right.
All right, for number 6, we're back in London. This time, a group of teenagers stepped up to help a woman who was really distressed because her dog had been hit by a car.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and they stayed with her and comforted her until help arrived.
Ah, those teenagers, that's incredible.
Yeah, it proves that compassion can come from the most unexpected places.
Seeing young people being so empathetic, taking action to help someone in need, that's what gives me hope for the future.
It's really heartwarming.
It is. Okay. Number 5. We've got a teacher in Hull. She organized a kindness day at her school. She had her students write letters to residents at a local care home.
And it's awesome because, what started as a one-time event actually turned into a weekly tradition.
Really? Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What was the impact like?
Well, the residents, a lot of them, they feel forgotten, and they were so touched by the letters. They called them rays of sunshine that brightened their days.
Ah, that is just so beautiful. I can only imagine how much those letters must have meant to them.
Okay, let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Number 4, we have a story about someone who wanted to stay anonymous, but they did something really kind. They paid for the groceries of several families at a supermarket just because they wanted to spread some holiday cheer.
Think about the ripple effect of something like that. It's not just about helping people financially. It's about, restoring faith in humanity.
So true.
One person actually said it felt like Santa came early.
Ah.
That says so much about how a simple act can really touch people's hearts.
It really does. It's a beautiful reminder that we can all make a difference, even in small ways. All right, story number 3. We're off to Regina, where this community art project really brought people together and spread so much joy. It all started with just one artist who decided to paint rocks with kind messages on them.
Yeah, and then hid them around the city for others to find.
Exactly.
What I love about that idea is that it's so simple. Anyone can do it. You don't need to be a professional artist or anything. And just think about the impact. Finding one of those brightly colored rocks with a positive message on it, it could totally make someone's day.
I love how it created this sense of shared joy throughout the
Yeah.
community. And it went viral too, you know?
Mm.
People were sharing their finds on social media, spreading the positivity even further.
Oh, yeah, that's fantastic. It's amazing how something as small as a painted rock can create like this ripple effect of happiness.
It really is.
Speaking of heartwarming community efforts, our number 2 story takes us to California. A couple, Chef Andrew Gruel and his wife Lauren, they opened up their restaurant to provide shelter and food for people who'd been displaced by wildfires.
This is like a perfect example of leadership. They saw a need and immediately used what they had to help.
It wasn't even just about giving people a place to stay or food to eat. It was about creating this feeling of community, this sense of support during a truly awful time.
And, you know, Chef Gruel even said, we're all in this together, reminding everyone that they weren't facing this alone.
Oh, that's powerful.
It is.
That-
Their actions really help people to feel stronger and to come together as a community. Now, before we reveal our number 1 act of kindness, let's take a moment to think about these stories.
Yeah,
What's resonating with you the most so far?
I don't even know. They're all so amazing.
They are.
Yeah, pick a favorite.
It's tough. It's tough. But I'm so ready to hear about number 1.
Oh, yeah. We're about to get to that. It's just amazing, like to see how people from all different backgrounds, teenagers, restaurant owners, they're all stepping up. It really proves there's so much good in people.
Totally. And now for our number 1 act of kindness. This story went viral on TikTok, and it started a lot of conversation about, well, being a more thoughtful shopper. This young boy, instead of buying into those trendy fast fashion items, he gifted someone a high-end piece. And he was really focused on, like, sustainability, thinking about the long term.
That's really cool. I think what's so interesting about that is he kind of challenged the whole idea of gift giving, right? He showed that you can be stylish and still be responsible, choosing quality over something that's just trendy. That's a powerful message, especially for younger generations.
Yeah, for sure. His actions really resonated with a lot of people, especially people who are, becoming more aware of how their choices impact the environment and, the ethics of things. It's like a shift towards more conscious shopping, wanting to make a positive difference.
Absolutely. It's all about making choices that you feel good about, choices that line up with your values and, help to make the world a little bit better. And speaking of positive impact, we wanted to mention this movement that's gaining traction. It's called #JumaKindness.
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. For those who aren't familiar, #JumaKindness encourages Muslims around the world to, well, just do acts of kindness, specifically on Fridays, which is their day of prayer.
That's beautiful. A really nice way to connect compassion with their faith and then share it with everyone.
Exactly. People participate by volunteering or giving to charity or even just doing something nice for someone else. And they use the hashtag to spread the message, hoping to inspire more people.
It's such a simple concept, but it really encourages people to make a difference. And it shows that kindness is something we all share. No matter where you come from, what you believe, doing something kind for others, it just resonates with everyone.
Speaking of inspiring others, we wanted to share a story from one of our viewers. They left a kind note and a little gift for their mail carrier.
Ah, that's so nice. It's easy to forget about all the people who work so hard, often behind the scenes, but they're so important to our lives. Just showing a little appreciation can really make someone's day.
For sure. We've also gotten a lot of positive feedback from past episodes. People have told us that they were inspired to do their own acts of kindness, creating like a chain reaction of compassion.
It's heartwarming to know that these stories aren't just entertaining, but they can actually inspire real change. By sharing them, we can create a culture of empathy and hopefully encourage more people to make a difference in their communities.
Exactly. These stories are such a powerful reminder that kindness, no matter how big or small, can have a positive impact on the world. And as we come to the end of our deep dive today, we want to leave you with a question to think about. What small act of kindness could you do today to make someone's day a little brighter? It doesn't have to be anything huge or super planned out.
Right. Sometimes the things that mean the most are the simplest things, like giving someone a genuine compliment, or holding the door open, or just listening to a friend who needs to vent.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or maybe one of the stories we talked about today inspired you, and you want to find a way to pay it forward in your own community. The possibilities are, well, endless, really.
Kindness is contagious, you know? When we choose to be kind, it doesn't just affect the person we're being kind to, it inspires others to do the same.
So true. So let's all try to spread a little more kindness. And we'd love to hear from you.
Yes, tell us your stories. Share your experiences using the hashtag AI for the people. We want to hear how you're making a difference.
Thanks for joining us on this journey. It's been heartwarming, to say the least. Until next time, keep those hearts open and connected.